Time to talk the talk.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I got a very special episode for y'all today. I'm joined by two musical geniuses, my cousins, members of Search Party and Solo Career Quake. We have Quinn and Liam. On today's episode, considering they are musical geniuses, we are going to be rating album covers in a bracket style edition. So we have 64 album covers, March Madness style, and we are going to be crowning one of these albums as the best album cover.
Wow. I just want to say it's an honor to be here. You know, I'm so glad.
I'd love to have you guys on the channel. I know
Yeah.
you guys, these are big fans, big time
Yeah.
supporters.
Yeah.
So, let's get right into it. So the first matchup we have is Culture by Migos and Brat by Charlie XCX. So we have three of us here, so we'll be able to find a majority, basically, for each vote. So if we
Okay.
split, someone's going to be left out.
Okay.
I know what I'm picking.
Yeah. It's culture. It's culture in three here.
It's Culture
That's-
all day.
That's the only thing. Brat, there's no effort. There's no
It's
creativity. I've seen the rollout for the album, and I like that it has a theme. But at the end of the day, as far as the album cover itself,
And
it's,
I kind of like Culture. I think it's like
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Well, once we get into later rounds, we can get into the nitty gritty
That's right.
details.
Yeah.
But Culture moves pretty easily
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Next matchup, we have Music by Playboi Carti versus Watch the Throne by Kanye and Jay-Z. Now, I got a couple thoughts on Music, right? Why does it say I Am Music if the album is just called Music? Because I think I Am Music is like a super baller thing, like I am music. Like anything I put out is music. But then call the album that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I just found out right now that it was called Music.
Yeah.
I thought the album was called I Am.
Well, that's
Music.
what the rollout was for, and then it was just dropped as Music. And I mean, it's kind of a trash album cover.
There's
Trash.
so much to it.
Yeah. Trash album cover, trash album.
You didn't like the album?
It was terrible. 0 for 30. 0
No,
for 30.
no. There's some good songs.
Oh,
There's some good songs. You didn't like Evil Jordan?
0 for 30.
So we're going to watch the Throne here.
Yeah.
Of course. Classic.
Next matchup, we have Donda
What is this?
by Kanye and the Miseducation
What
of
is
Lauryn
this?
Hill.
What is this?
Is there any discussion to be had here?
No.
No.
I think the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is a sick,
Yeah.
because it's like
Desk.
the
The
Miseducation drawing on the school desk. I
Mhm.
think that's a sick album
Mhm.
cover. And Donda just kind of isn't an album cover,
Yeah.
if we're being real.
A lot of clean sweeps
Yeah,
so far.
like Kanye's music recently, it just isn't anything.
Yeah.
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 All right, next up we have the Eminem Show
Ooh.
by Eminem versus Goat in Human Form by Rilo Rodriguez. Now, a lot of people have clowned Goat in Human Form, but it's not that bad. I think it's just like the quality's there. You know, it's a nice picture.
It looks like the Goat Simulator level 1 character, but
Looking in the mirror, I mean, the Eminem Show is like a classic.
Yeah.
that's the thing. It's hard not to be swayed based on knowing what's
The
on
music,
album.
yeah, we gotta like
Exactly.
put the music out. It's just the album covers.
I mean, I gotta go Eminem Show in 4 though, because I like the creativity with Mr. Rilo, but it didn't come out right.
Quinn, what's your vote?
Yeah. I think the Eminem show fits a tiny bit more with the name
Yeah.
and
All right,
more color.
we'll go Eminem Show. Next up, we have All Eyes on Me by Tupac and Drip or Drown 2 by Gunna. It's a classic.
Wow.
Just a couple thoughts here with the
Wow.
Gunna. I like how it looks like it's taken on a fisheye Samsung camera.
Yeah.
And we have Shorty in the background doing a backflip of some sort.
I think I'm gonna go with the Gunna.
You like, I mean, Tupac's is super simple,
Yeah.
but it's like, it's also classic. But
Mm.
I mean, just throwing up the West Side, flexing his chain.
I feel as far as like an album cover, Tupac's gives me more of like complete. This one, it just looks like a picture, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know.
Because you
that's
think
why
because it
I
has
like
like the
it.
lettering on.
Yeah, and like the cropping of the photo, I feel like it could have the potential to beat it.
Well, let's also
But-
talk about he has an umbrella and a raincoat on in the pool.
Yeah.
That's
Like
true.
that's kind of
That's-
legendary.
That's true.
My vote, I'm going to upset the old heads. I'm going with Gunna.
I'm going Tupac, but
But
I'm
you're
getting
outvoted.
outvoted. I'm outvoted.
All right, next matchup. Blonde by Frank Ocean
Oh.
versus Jeffrey by Young Thug. These are,
Wow.
we had a couple stinkers in the early
wow.
rounds. These are two heavy
Wow.
hitters.
Wow.
I love Jeffrey. I think that's so sick. Him wearing that dress.
Wow.
What are you guys' thoughts?
I mean, at that time, I mean, Young Thug in a dress, it
It broke the internet.
broke the internet.
And I mean, Blonde's good, but I don't know how, like, first of all, Blonde's one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I feel about, like, the picture and then the big white outline and just saying Blonde at the top. Like, I think I would have liked it more if it was just the picture of Frank Ocean
Wow.
in the face in the shower.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I think I still gotta go Blonde though.
You're going Blonde. I'm going Jeffrey, so you're the deciding vote.
I think I'm gonna go Jeffrey too.
Wow.
And big upset in round one.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have Baby on Baby by DaBaby versus Slime Season 3 by Young Thug. So we got back-to-back Young Thug appearances. This is, of course, modeled after that famous, I think, Greek statue artwork.
Yeah.
And then the Baby on Baby is modeled after great artwork as well. So what are our thoughts here?
Baby on Baby sweeps. One of my favorite album covers.
You know, I think it's cool, but we have to look into the details. Look how bad the Photoshop is on the little baby on Baby.
No.
It's pretty bad.
No, that's a great album. Baby on Baby by DaBaby, and it's him on himself. I mean, it's like a triple entendre.
Yeah, but look at
As an
the
album
creativity of Young Thug. Like, that's just beautiful. Like, that's a
Yeah.
poster in your room.
Like, just looking at that, I definitely want to listen to Young Thug more.
Absolutely not.
From
Absolutely.
My vote, your Baby. I'm Young Thug. Deciding vote to Quinn again.
Definitely Young Thug.
Oh
Young
my
Thug
gosh.
goes 2-0 in the first round.
Just three bad decisions in a row.
Okay.
right here.
So we have SOS by SZA. We got the poster in the background.
That's right.
And Certified Lover Boy by Drake.
Certified Lover Boy is the worst album cover in the last 20 years.
Not Donda.
I would take Donda over Certified Lover
It's
Boy.
kind of funny, though.
No.
Yeah.
It's humorous.
It's funny,
It's
but
like how
definitely SOS.
it's like how Mark Zuckerberg tries to be funny. It's just not.
Yeah, I like the SOS, like the vibe it gives me.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah.
when I look at it, I kind of like envision myself there, like feel real serene.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's also
it's classic.
yeah, and it's like how did she get there? Like
Photoshop.
exactly. Well, okay, but
Yeah, SOS
yeah.
over Certified Boy Lover.
Yep.
Pink Tape by Lil Uzi. And then we have To Pimp a Butterfly by Kendrick. I think this is a heavy hitter matchup here. I think Pink Tape's a really good album cover.
I think Pink Tape beats a lot of the ones that we've judged before.
Yeah, but it doesn't
But-
beat.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
doesn't win here.
I mean, this is just awesome.
Yeah.
Like in front of the White House.
Yeah.
There's just so much to see in To Pimp a Butterfly. There's a lot
Exactly.
going on.
Like the dead guy.
But yeah, dead guy and the dead guy, the two little kids. There's just a lot going on. Pink Tape is good though.
Yeah.
So respect to Uzi, but
Yeah.
we got one of the greatest rap albums of all time. Moving on. Next up, Abbey Road by the Beatles versus the documentary by The Game.
Mm.
Mm.
I mean, Abbey Road is the album cover.
Yeah, it's pretty classic.
Like, there's other people making album covers based off.
Yeah,
That's right.
People are trying to.
So many recreations of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people are trying to recreate this. I like the documentary album cover. It's hard. Like that's
It is.
West Coast rap right there.
That
Like,
is.
but I think you can't disrespect the classic
It's true.
Abbey Road.
That's true.
Are we all in agreement there? Okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Astro World versus Thriller. Wow, this is
This is big.
a big time. This is like both. This is a Final Four matchup in round one. I have the Astro World vinyl, so I think I'm gonna be a little bit biased, and I think as an album cover, it does more than just. I mean,
Yeah.
Michael Jackson, however, he has a zip up hoodie underneath the suit jacket.
He does. He does.
And also with Astro World, like I've seen that, like that's a real picture. Like
Yeah, they actually made this.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so that, like all the effort in, it's a sweet
true.
cover. So,
There's a lot more going on than just MJ.
It's true.
Obviously,
true.
it's Thriller, so we have to have some respect there. But
Music aside, I think Astroworld is.
Astroworld wins.
Astroworld
Wow,
wins.
it's a big time right there. Next up, we have "What's Going On" by
Ooh.
Marvin Gaye
Ooh.
versus "Estate Sale" by Tyler the Creator, which was I think it's a deluxe cover technically,
Yeah.
yeah.
but I prefer it much more than the "Call Me If You Get Lost." I know you have the poster off camera.
Poster. Yeah.
No disrespect to your room, Quinn. But I also have this vinyl, the Estate Sale vinyl. So that's going to be my vote. But I think What's Going On, that's a great album cover with the rain.
It is. I like the font.
The estate sale, I feel like that fits more with the music that's on the album.
Mm.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye's expression is kind of throwing me off too. What is he like? What does his face look like he's feeling?
He's confused. He's asking what's going on. What's going on?
That's true. So my vote's Tyler. What about you guys?
I think I'm gonna go Tyler.
I think I would have to go Tyler.
Okay, we have a lot of sweeps going on here.
Yeah, we do.
Let's get a little. Okay, this is
Ooh.
also is easy for me. I put in making the bracket. I put some bad album covers in. You know, we saw Donda and Demons Protected by Angels, the Nav cover. I hate it. One of my least favorite. And then we have Stankonia by Outkast, which is talk about people trying to recreate an album cover. We've seen like
That's right.
Pink Tape
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
and
Except Rocky did one.
the Migos, or at least Quavo and the late great Takeoff did one.
That's right.
So that Stankonia gets my vote all day.
Yeah, I can't even tell what's going on the other one.
It's so ugly. Like it's like you like it.
Stankonia wins, but I don't think it's ugly.
I think it's awful. Like the colors are like the most saturated garbage you've ever seen.
I don't.
Like, the idea is cool, but like
The execution sucks.
yeah, the pictures
it-
they put in.
This is like probably AI generated garbage if we're being real.
Yeah. I also don't like the artist.
It's not about that.
Well,
We gotta
I
throw
can't.
biases
I
out
can't.
the window. All right, next up, 2014 Forest Hill Drives
Wow.
by Jermaine Cole versus Alone at Prom. Now, this for me, I have to put my biases aside because this is 2014 is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Both of these are actually great albums. This is.
Yeah, no,
this
Alone
is
at Prom's, but like this is like
Yeah.
got me in a rap. This album,
Yeah.
and this is just a great album.
I think picture wise, the Alone at Prom one is.
It's more interesting as an
Yeah,
album
it is.
cover.
Like the blur.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, I never really thought 2014 was like a great album cover.
It's not.
He got some
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
low key whack J's on the Carmine ones. If you know, you know. Nobody wants them. You know, if he had some heat on his feet,
Wow. Okay.
and it looks like a New York Rangers hockey jersey, might not be, but like, I don't like the Rangers.
So when I put my biases in, it's wrong. But then when
What do you mean? I'm biased. I'm biased towards this album, but I'm dissing on it.
yeah,
It's
I
still a
think
vibe though.
Alone at Prom wins because also the title and the album cover
Yes,
fit so well.
he is on the house of 2014 Force of the Draft.
Yes, but
I mean, I don't think it's a bad album cover.
Yeah.
It definitely
Yeah.
wins some of these matchups, but I think Alone at Prom's good. I don't love the Blur, but I think it is good.
it could be more exciting.
Yeah,
But it also the blur draws your attention to the middle where he is.
yeah, but it also I think perfectly represents the music.
It does. It does.
So okay, we'll go Alone at Prom there. Next matchup, Stillmatic by Nas versus Let's Start Here by Lil Yachty.
Okay, I need to go. Let's start here.
We're starting here.
Let's start right here. Is not a good album cover.
Well, it's AI generated.
It's weak. It's lazy. They just plugged in descriptions of some of Yachty's management or something. However,
You have this poster up in your room.
I have this poster. I have a shirt. I have a hat. It is an amazing album, but the cover is not good. If you have the record, on the inside there's an alternate cover. I think that should have been the cover. They got like a black hole sun and this awesome landscape. And on the outside, it's just lazy for such a great album. So I gotta go Stillmatic.
Whoa. Stillmatic sucks. This isn't Illmatic. This is Stillmatic. Look how horribly photoshopped that pigeon is.
Yeah.
His fit. This is a trash album cover.
This
And the background too.
This sucks.
This is a battle of suck, right?
Yeah, we have a really bad matchup right here. I don't think either of these will win in the next round.
No.
But I'm not going to reward the AI,
Absolutely
in my
not.
opinion. So I'm going to go Stillmatic as well.
Yeah.
What do you, I mean, Quinn, your vote doesn't matter.
I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd say let's start here.
Wow.
Okay, well, too bad, buddy. Next matchup. Acid Rap by Chance the Rapper versus Trap Story Mixtape by Goo Up, Gucci Mane.
I think the Trap Story one kind of sucks. Just
Yeah, but it's
looking
like
at
legendary. But I love Acid Rap. I love like the colors in the background. I love the album. I love like just all the colors in general. The Chance in his prime.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, I don't love the lettering at top. I don't like how it says Acid Rap. I don't think it needed that.
I think Chance's also like fits the music so well, which we
Yeah.
talked about, and a cover is supposed to like convey what you're trying to do with the music, and I think Acid Rap's cover does a great job of that.
Definitely.
Trap Story is legendary though.
It's
It's legendary.
yeah, but
With Gucci Mane's face on Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah. It's just also, it's the editing to put it in there isn't the best.
yeah.
Also,
This is prime 2011.
Yeah.
All right, but we're going Acid Rap.
Yeah.
But we had to give a shout out to
Yeah.
Gucci Mane there. All right, next we have Grateful by DJ Khaled featuring Lil Assad, and
Pink Floyd.
Wish You Were Still Here by Pink
Yeah,
Floyd.
Wish You Were Here.
Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd.
I think, I mean, as far as like a classic album cover, Wish You Were Here. I mean, the
It's
Metro Boomin and Future, they did the remake of it.
recreation. It's classic, but like, wait a minute. Let's have a discussion. Your son being in the hot tub with the chain on, sitting all cool and comfy, is a flex.
Yeah, but even DJ Khaled has better album covers than this.
I think it's hard. And one thing I don't like about the Pink Floyd one, I'll probably go Pink Floyd.
is how it's small.
The small with the white border.
You don't like that?
I don't like how the picture is like the singed thing on the side,
Mm.
where it's not like, it looks like it's on fire, but it's like, you just looks weird.
I don't know. I mean,
You two vote and then I'll vote.
I think they're both good, but I think Wish You Were Still Here. Definitely.
Wish You Were Here.
Yeah.
Also, the backstory behind it.
I don't know the backstory.
That
let
guy-
the viewers know.
I've seen the video. This man really lit himself on fire in a fireproof suit for
Oh,
this.
that's
There's no CGI or anything. And DJ Khaled's, it's awesome. It's DJ Khaled's Baby in a Chain, but Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I've got to give it.
All right, I'm outnumbered, and I probably would have gone with Pink Floyd anyway. So Pink Floyd moves on. Next matchup, we have Kid A by Radiohead versus Super Slimy by Young Thug and Future. These are some pretty good album covers right here.
I mean, I personally, like, I'm not going to let it bias me, but I definitely like Kid A more.
What
Yeah.
is Kid A?
Okay. So,
Great album,
it is, but
but what am I looking at?
here's the thing, right? As we talked about earlier, the goal of the album cover is to
To
almost give a
encapsulate the
preview
music.
of what the music is
Yeah.
like. And if you hear the like techno, like dystopian feel of Kid A,
Especially like intro song,
Yeah.
everything in its right place.
yes,
It feels exactly like that.
Kid A. I mean,
Super Slimy's hard though.
Yeah,
like I'd have
that's
that on my
cool.
wall. It's cool, and it like I like it's Young Thug Future. It looks
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah.
It sounds like y'all are gonna go Kid A.
I'm gonna go Kid A.
for sure. Okay, so Kid A moves. Next up, we have It's an Album by 21 Savage versus Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. Now, I think, in my opinion, both these suck. However, one is really bad, and that's It's an Album. That's a really bad album cover.
I kind of like that cartoon drawing of
But it like the money, like look how badly,
Oh, yeah, like it's
The
cut- it's cut off
Photoshop.
right there.
and like his mustache and goatee.
Yeah, I would say like with Bad Bunnies,
It-
also it looks like art.
Yeah, I mean, like you like look the details, like the dolphins, like it's artistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like it looks. I just hate how it looks.
Yeah.
But I can
also, that
appreciate it.
art, like, has been used other places, like, for
It's true.
brands.
I think It's an Album sucks worse than Un Verano Sin Ti, so I'm gonna go with Bad Bunny. What do you about y'all?
Yeah, I think... Yeah, probably Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny? Okay. Another sweep in the first round. Next up, we have Currents
Oh.
by Tame
Oh.
Impala versus
Wow.
Californication
Wow.
by Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I mean, I love both these covers and albums, but I think Currents is like my favorite album cover ever.
I mean, both of these albums, I think, these are two of the best albums we've seen.
In terms of the music?
In terms of the
Okay.
music and the cover and just cohesion, I mean,
I don't love Californication's album cover. I'm gonna be real. I don't love it. I'm kind of confused about what's going on.
I
With-
think
Like the perspective is weird, like the ocean.
Yeah, it
is
doesn't.
like-
It almost
I
looks
mean-
like the sky,
yeah.
that's
But
the
this is
goal.
the sky.
They switched both of them.
but like that doesn't look like a pool water.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be the pool water. That's the
Yeah,
sky
no, I
that
get
was
it.
there.
It just the perspective is weird, and
Yeah.
I think Currents is really nice.
Mhm.
I'm going Currents.
Yeah, for sure.
Were you gonna go Red Hot Chili Peppers?
I could not pick, and I'm glad that you guys both voted the same way
All
because I just cannot cast a vote in this round. It's just two albums too close to my heart.
Next up, we have the Forever Story by J.I.D.
Ooh.
versus Lil Uzi versus the World by Lil Uzi. I love the Forever Story.
Yeah,
album
Forever
cover.
Story.
So sweet.
Also,
I need that on vinyl.
yeah. Also, if you see some of the music videos, you see the video where this is created and referenced, and
Well,
it's such a great album cover.
Each kind of like, you can see how the music reflect. You see, like he talks about his football career. You get the football player,
Mhm.
and it's just like different references from the music. Now, Lil Uzi Vert versus the World is a classic,
Yeah.
but it also like having it up close. It's not the best.
It's not.
The background kind of kills it. I
Yeah,
love.
like there. It's like,
Yeah, I love Lil Uzi's character with Britney laying on his head,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and because that's been recreated many, many times.
it has.
But I think the future stories are Forever Stories, low key a modern day To Pimp a Butterfly
I could see that.
in terms of the album cover.
I see-
Not the music, but the
Mhm.
album cover.
I could see that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'd go JID.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Next round, that was 21, so we're over halfway done with the first round. We have Culture 3 by the Migos versus American Idiot by Green Day.
Mm.
Now, I think Culture 3 is not even that bad. I think it's pretty cool. I like how the glasses overlap and how it's like pretty clean overlap. They're all wearing their chains.
And like they have white shirts, so like it blends into the
I
background.
do have
too.
one issue though. I don't like how they're not all wearing the same fit. Because you got Offset's got like a turtleneck.
Okay.
Quavo's neck is kind of just like weirdly
Fuzzy,
photoshopped, and then
yeah.
Takeoff fills the chain.
Yeah.
That part kills me.
Okay.
And also American Idiot. Like that is
I think that's really good album
Yeah.
cover. I like the
The-
grenade
the
in the
heart
shape of the
grenade.
heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like more of like a movie poster. Like it makes it feel
Yes.
something bigger than music almost.
It does look
and
like
the
a
wording
movie.
down the side, I just like the way they did that.
Yeah, and I mean,
And
the
the
word
colors.
presents even with the movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going American Idiot there?
I think so.
I'll go American Idiot.
Culture 3 almost had it, though. They could have done better. Next matchup, we have Illmatic by Nas versus Without Warning. So we have a good Nas cover, in my opinion. I think this is much better than Stillmatic.
I think Without Warning, that's a cool picture, but I think for an album cover, I don't know if that's the best. And then Illmatic with the city in the background, I think that's gonna be mine.
I love Dobermans, so no matter, and I think they're the coolest dog ever. I'm going Without Warning.
I think
Y'all
I-
can duke it out.
Illmatic, as far as music, would win here.
Yeah,
That aside, I think as an album cover, it's all right at best.
Illmatic.
We just have two pictures on top of each other with a little bit of transparency, and I gotta go Without Warning.
Dang, Quinn, you got outnumbered, bro. How's it feel? Next matchup, we have Kanye West Graduation. If you're reading this, it's Too Late by Drake.
Graduation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Easy?
Like
very easy.
this
I like, but this is like the most memeable cover, like ever.
because it's bad.
It's not bad.
It's bad.
It's
I would
And-
I would take CLB over this.
And I
Oh
don't know
my
what
gosh.
with his hands at the bottom.
That's just the logo.
No.
The six God. That's what-
Yeah.
Graduation's iconic though.
Yeah.
Graduation without a
Yeah.
doubt.
I would say Kanye's best album cover.
Mm.
That's a. Let us know in the comments what his best album cover is for
What
sure.
is
But I don't know. That's a whole video in itself. But yeah, it's definitely up there. I mean, I think the College Dropout.
Mhm.
I love that because that perfectly fits the music.
Mm-hmm. I can
We're
see
talking about encapsulating music in a picture.
Yeah.
But definitely up there.
50 likes, and we'll rank Kanye's best album covers.
50 likes would be my record. So please show some love down below. Next matchup, we have Man on the Moon 3 by Kid Cudi versus Suffering from Success by DJ Khaled. The most memeable album I've ever seen.
That
I mean,
that's that's a cool picture, but I think the Kid Cudi one, like
The Kid Cudi one is art.
I know,
it is.
I think that might be his best album cover.
yeah, and the other one was good too for the first one.
Which one?
Man on the Moon
Man
one.
Man on the
Yeah.
Moon one. I think it's better than Man on the Moon one. Not
Yeah.
not the album, but
Yeah,
I'd say both of those are some of my favorite album covers.
they are.
Suffering
So-
from Success is cool though. I like how he's wearing all the jewelry. Suffering from Success in the mink coat,
Yeah.
but it doesn't beat. I
Yeah.
think Kid Cudi sweeps here.
I don't know.
I mean, we're both voting Kid Cudi, so
I would vote DJ Khaled. On that.
dang.
Yeah.
I low-key put that in there as a joke, and we got an actual vote.
Yeah.
Next up, we got Baby Goat by Kevo Mooney versus Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent. Probably the worst album cover I've ever seen in my life. I'd prefer Don over this because at least I don't have to see this.
And 50 Cent, like the glass shattering,
50 Cent
like the gun
album
shot.
cover is one of my favorites
Yeah.
because it starts out with the intro of him getting shot and then Many Men and it like perfectly represents.
Yeah.
And then I like also how the glass shatters around the cross chain.
That I really don't know how they did that. If it's
Cool.
Photoshop or if they really had a layer of glass over it.
I mean, that would be awesome. But yeah, and I like the font with the Get Rich or Die Trying.
But then Baby Goat, like
I will say,
That is the worst thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen. It's a goat giving. I'll put it up on the screen, obviously, but it's a goat giving birth to a human
yeah.
it does.
with a goat nurse.
It does
And
grab
also,
the attention of the
the way
audience.
he's coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I
like
just
that.
really wish I never saw this, and I can't look away. But it's
Yeah.
not even close for me. I'm going 50.
It's so
I'm
much
also
worse
going
that
to-
he's looking at his own goat mother as he's getting
yeah,
birthed
and
out.
he has a chain on.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
So we're going 50.
definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I like 50. I think that's a great album cover.
Yeah.
yeah.
Next up, we have Dawn FM by The Weeknd versus Hit Me Hard and Soft by Billie Eilish.
Wow.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never really liked Billie Eilish's album covers, and I don't love this one.
I think this is hard because I think both of them are cool album covers.
I mean, Billie Eilish, this is a real picture that they did underwater.
This is a real picture of The Weeknd with the makeup on.
Yeah, but I feel like Billie's, I think it's almost like difficult to see her, and that kind of gives the vibe of like the music that she's in.
I don't like that. I like how high def The Weeknd's photo is. I can see the
Yeah.
wrinkles on his face.
But I think like for Dawn FM, it was like supposed to be like a radio show, and I think there were so much more creative options if you're doing an album themed as a radio show.
Compared
That's
to
true.
And-
everything.
Yeah, it's
That's
not the
whole
most
thing.
creative album.
Yeah,
I actually think The Weeknd's last couple album covers have not been the most creative.
Oh yeah.
Or just in
True.
general, like he's never had an insane album cover.
it's true. I would put Starboy probably as his best.
But that's
It's
but even then,
I liked After Hours, but this is kind of like the same as After
Well, it's the
Hours.
trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're,
I'm still gonna vote Dawn FM. What about y'all?
I think I'm gonna go Billie Eilish.
I'm going Billy.
All right, so Billy in a
Yeah.
2-1.
But I think those are going out next round.
Yeah, I don't love the Billy.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got Luka Tronkic by Babytron versus The Blueprint by Jay-Z.
That Luca one is terrible.
You're not a fan of the Babytron album covers. He's had some classics in the discography.
That is.
It's like the editing is bad. Like they're trying to mix cartoon and like real pictures.
I mean, The Blueprint's hard. Like it's a classic
Yeah.
photo. It's definitely an album cover type photo.
And the wording.
None of them are great, I would say. Even
But I think it's. I mean, I put Luka Tronkic in there as a joke. The Blueprint's been good.
Jay-Z wins.
I'm going with Jay-Z.
All right, I think we got 3 left in this, or 4 left. So we got 1989 by Taylor Swift versus Pray for Paris by West Side Gun.
Ooh.
This is not even close for me. I love
Yeah.
the Pray for Paris. That's just so good.
Yeah, and
Wow.
1989, there's not much really going on. Like, I get the whole Polaroid and they wrote on it, but the West Side Gun one.
West Side
is so
Gun.
good.
I mean, like, he put
Yeah.
chains on my guy in this iconic artwork. That's just
And
legendary.
it blends well. Like,
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
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 And it's like just West Side Gun, like that's his music. I feel like with his beat selection too.
mhm.
Okay, Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino versus Ready to Die by Biggie. This is a good matchup.
Yeah.
These are two heavy hitters.
I mean, I think Awaken My Love would win for me. Also, it's a nod to an older album, the Funkadelic Maggot Brain.
Yeah.
And
I didn't know that.
yeah, I would say Awaken My Love also looks like what the album sounds
Okay,
like.
but Ready
so
to
much.
Die, and then it's called Ready to Die, and there's a picture of the little Biggie. That's just, I love that.
I feel like,
And Ready to Die, we're talking about fits the fits the album, the music in the album, and the name of the album too.
I gotta go Awaken My Love.
Quinn votes, and I'll see.
This is hard for me. I think I have to go with Awaken My Love because I just like the colors more.
Yeah, I mean, it is a great album cover.
Yeah,
You know,
but Ready to Die is a good one.
it's like iconic.
Yeah.
All right, Childish wins. So we have the Carter 4 by Lil Wayne versus Other Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd. To me, it's easy.
Yeah.
But are we easy in the same way? What do you think?
I think Pink Floyd.
I think it's Lil Wayne. Like, dude, Lil Wayne, what is it, pre-K, 5th grade graduation, one of the two, with the tats on the face, with the piercings. That's sick.
These are,
Yeah. The Lil Wayne one is good, but the Pink Floyd one is classic.
it's apples to oranges here. I mean, they're,
Yeah, it's two
Yeah.
completely different albums.
I think
That's the beauty of the bracket, though.
if I had to pick one, I would go Pink Floyd.
Because the Pink Floyd moves on.
We've talked about how some are too simple, but Pink Floyd's
It's iconic.
yeah.
and it like that image fills the space of the album cover in a sense, and then you have like the spacey feel of the different sections, and
Yeah, I mean, it's a great album cover. I want my guy Wheezy to move through. Okay, this is the last matchup of the first round. We have Guy Lit versus Fat D for All the Dogs by Drake. This is not even close.
Yeah.
Drake has had a series of awful album covers, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a good album cover.
No, he does.
I Take Care.
Take Care's alright. The album right after Take Care. Why I blanking on the name.
Scorpion.
No. Take Care. It's with him with his head blue background head in the clouds.
Oh,
With younger him and Deluxe's older him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That's a good album cover. But get back to the point here.
Dial-It.
Dial-It's a great album cover.
Dial-It is probably going to be in all the ones we've seen in my top 10.
And For All the Dogs sucks. Adonis, your art sucks if you're
Yeah.
watching this.
Yeah.
Do better, kid.
And you can't rap either.
Yeah, your raps suck. All right, moving on. We have Culture by the Migos. This is the second round. Culture by the Migos versus Watch the Throne by Jay-Z.
I think I'm gonna go Migos because I think Watch the Throne. I don't like it very much. It only won because I forgot what it was against, but it was against a bad one.
I think it was I Am Music. But
Oh,
Watch
yeah.
the Throne, if we're talking about the vibe of the music, this is rap royalty.
Yeah.
The music is royal. Like, it's like we're the top of the game where
Exactly.
you're watching the throne. Culture, let's get a better look at Culture. It's not the best photoshopping.
Yeah. I would say also Watch the Throne. It's in the sense that it's luxury and it stands out, but it doesn't need to do too much in the sense of like, you know what it is. You know who's on this album. You know that it's a classic, and I have to go Watch the Throne.
I just think Watch the Throne, like, they could have picked something different for royalty, but like I don't even know what that is. It's just like shiny. I just don't like it.
I'm going to Watch the Throne.
Let's Watch the Throne for me.
All right. Next matchup in this second round, we have The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill versus The Eminem Show by Eminem.
Wow.
I think for me, I don't have to think much. I think Miseducation of Lauryn Hill is.
I agree.
such a
I
great
think
one.
Eminem show's good. It encapsulates the music,
Yeah.
but the Miseducation I think fits the title,
Yeah,
the
and
music.
It's also a classic album cover.
I would say both of these are near perfect as far as the name and the album coinciding,
Mm.
but I would have to go Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill moves on. All right, next we have Drip or Drown 2 by Gunna versus Jeffrey by Young Thug.
Jeffrey.
I think,
Jeffrey.
Gunna had a favorable matchup first round,
It was.
but we got
It's not. I don't like it.
Jeffrey all day. Okay, Slime Season 3 by Young Thug versus SOS by SZA. This is going to be tough for me.
I think, yeah. But I like the feel of SOS so much better.
I'm going to go Slime Season 3 to kick it to Liam just to see.
I really am not a fan of either of these, but if I had no idea about either of these and I'm walking through a section in a record store or something, and
Yeah.
there's one that I'm going to pick, I'm not picking SOS. I'm not.
You're picking Slime Season 3?
I'm picking Slime Season 3.
Wow. Sorry, Quinn. Sorry, SZA. But Young Thug has 2 in the next round.
Wow.
Now we have To Pimp a this is a national championship matchup right here. We have
Six.
To Pimp a Butterfly versus Abbey Road. Wow. I mean,
I have my answer.
I think I do too, and it sucks that I'm gonna go Abbey Road.
That's what I was going to say too.
I would have gone to Pimp a Butterfly.
Wow, really? I thought you were going Abbey Road. I mean, Abbey Road is.
And I also,
perfect.
between them, I also like the colors on Abbey Road.
Yeah, I mean, there's issue. I have issues with To Pimp a Butterfly. I think
Yeah.
Abbey Road is a perfect album cover.
Like with To Pimp a Butterfly, I don't like the ring around it.
Yeah, like we talked about that on some, and I don't like the X's over the dead guy's eyes. Like we know he's dead. We don't need to put the X's there.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just think Abbey Road is perfect. Like there's each step, and I would want to recreate that photo with my boys.
Yeah, I mean,
It's classic too.
I have it on record and I've seen it, but I just think, I don't know. I feel like just because it was the first and the original doesn't mean that it's the best.
Okay.
You know,
I mean, yeah. So next up, we have Astro World versus Estate Sale.
Astroworld.
Yeah.
Astro World, Estate Sale is very nice. I like the vibes, but Astro World is
Yeah.
talk about near perfect. I mean, that's just awesome.
Yeah.
Stankonia by Outkast versus Alone at Prom.
Stankonia.
Stankonia's hard, bro. Like that is a hard album cover.
Stankonia.
I just like the prom one.
Wow.
I think their outfits are perfect for this. Where he's wearing a white shirt, he got the black pants, black and white American flag.
Mm.
Each got chain or two on, and the different poses, and it's like it's
I don't even
Big
know.
Boy Andre.
I
I mean
don't
that's Andre 3K doing his flamboyancy.
And like, I don't even really know what this means, but
We don't.
It
have
looks
to know.
awesome.
It's like he's flexing his manicure or something. That's hard.
yeah. Yeah.
Alone at Prom, I think you had your moment, Tori. I mean, I'm sorry, Quinn, but you're with Stankonia, right?
They're both
Yeah.
close for me.
Yeah.
All right. So final matchup on this side of the bracket, we have Stillmatic versus Acid Rap. This is not close for me. I'm going Acid Rap.
Yeah.
Acid rap.
All day. Okay, so let's kick it to the other side of the bracket. We have Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd versus Kid A, Radiohead. 2 great albums.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty iconic album covers.
I think for me,
I don't
Kid
love
A-
either, though. You're going Kid A?
Yeah, because Wish You Were Here, we were talking about it. I just wish it was bigger on the screen for me.
I don't like the part of the photo being like singed like
I
that.
think if they were gonna do that, they should have done almost like a ring, like an uneven ring around the entire picture to look like it's like burning away from
like
the paper.
I feel like they could have done the burned picture better.
Yeah.
It's a good idea, but
Yeah.
the picture is amazing.
Yeah, because I think they were trying to do it like just on his side. It would
Yeah,
burn, but
I get, but then do more of the outline of the
Yeah.
image.
I mean, I have to go Wish You Were Here just because, I mean, I've seen videos breaking down the symbolism behind it and the good and the evil, and he's on fire. And I mean, when you think of iconic album covers, you're going Wish You Were Here. I don't even think that's in Radiohead's top 3 of their album covers.
that is true.
So I would have to go Wish You Were
What
Here.
about you, Quinn?
Yeah, Liam kind of just changed my mind.
That's right.
You're flipping.
Yeah.
All right,
Wish You Were
okay.
Here.
So we go Kid A. Sorry, buddy. Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny versus Currents by Tame Impala.
Currents.
Currents
yeah.
all across. Sorry, Bad Bunny.
Best album cover is
Yeah.
Currents.
It might be the winner.
Forever Story by JID versus American Idiot.
I think Forever Story.
I love Forever Story.
I would agree. I think.
I mean, there's so much details. Like, if we blow it up, you got the cops holding this guy up, you know, and then doing the search over there. You got the inmates, you got the basketball player, you got the football player, you got Shorty, you know, doing her thing over there. And then you got the deacon at church,
Yeah.
the mom braiding her kid's hair,
Then JID.
and then him in the middle of it all.
And also, like, every single color pops, and it like
Yeah.
it fills it without feeling too much.
But
like,
it also is like it's muted enough that
Mhm.
it's like it's a dark album cover.
yeah.
But I do like American Idiot.
Yeah. It's just,
It's simple though. It's almost too simple.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was.
It's
Yeah.
almost too simple, especially against something as detailed as Forever Story.
Oh.
So next we have Without Warning versus Graduation.
I think for me, Graduation, that's just so good,
It's
so
so
classic.
I mean, it really is so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the art style.
It's such a unique art style,
Yeah.
and it has the Kanye bear.
hmm
It has kind of everything, and it like fits the music.
It does.
I love Without Warning, but I'm gonna go Graduation. Are we doing Graduation across the board here?
Graduation.
Okay.
Graduation.
Okay. Next up, Man on the Moon 3 versus Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent. Wow, this is two heavy hitters.
Yeah, because earlier we were talking Man on the Moon 3 is like a piece of art.
Yeah.
But also, album cover wise.
The symbolism here.
for
I
50
for
Cent.
50.
And that's just such a cool classic picture.
It's such a cool photo
Yeah.
with the effect of the glass. But I like looking at the details here. It's like, that's so nice.
Yeah.
It is, but
sometimes it might be a little too much for an album cover.
I don't know. I think
For me, I'm going 50 Cent.
in my mind, always the album cover that took real life work over digital art or something is
Okay.
going to win. And
I respect
think
that.
50 Cent, I mean, maybe the greatest in my mind in this panel or ever. And I got to go 50 Cent.
I like that. The real world's gonna win.
That's right.
So 50 moves on. So we have Billie Eilish, Hit Me Hard and Soft versus The Blueprint by Jay-Z. Both of these are kind of not the best in this bracket, at least.
Because with the Blueprint, I don't like the text, if you go back, it's like blurry. Like,
Well, I think that's just because it's blowing up.
It's just 'cause
It's
it's
not-
quality.
But, I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to be more HD in the 2024 album.
yeah, that's true.
But I think, like, The Blueprint's kind of like, it's very simple.
Yeah. But then the Billie Eilish one, like the water with the door. I
Yeah,
just think that's a cool.
It's kind of better,
and like
actually.
Liam was saying, that was real world.
I mean, this is pretty real world. This is
Yeah.
the actual Jay-Z.
But I know, but I'm saying like that's a
Yeah,
hard
the
picture
behind the
to do.
scenes.
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
underwater
yeah.
photos,
Okay, I
yeah.
mean, I'll go Billy.
But I wouldn't pick up either of these
Yeah.
if I saw them. There's
No, but I think
Yeah.
Billy is better. Okay, so we have Pray for Paris. Oh, this is hard.
Ooh.
Versus Awaken My Love by Childish Gambino.
Wow.
I mean, I think Pray for Paris is just like
It's
such
so
a cool
good,
one.
bro.
And like the black background, so there's not too much.
But like, and
and it shines. It makes that picture pop.
both
out.
of these perfectly fit the music.
And they're almost similar in a way of I feel like of the style that they give, and it draws your attention to the middle. And
Yeah, I think like if I was just like in the record store and I wanted to pick up one, I would go Pray for Paris.
wow,
I'm going Awaken My Love because, in my opinion, it's like it's more of an attraction to me.
Mhm.
Like, it's like this. The music is like it's a great album, but like
Yeah.
this is like a feature versus this is kind of like, okay, it sets the stage for the music versus like this is standalone. It's its own thing.
I agree. I have to go Awaken My Love, but I think
Pray
that
for
album
Paris.
cover, if it was a different spot in the bracket, I might have a better chance.
Next album.
Wow.
Final of the second round. Then we're on to the Sweet 16. We have Other Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd versus Die Lit.
I think Pink Floyd is a classic, but I think Die Lit It's
Let's see.
Okay.
Dial It. Okay, I was
Dial It.
gonna ask if you're
Dial It.
sticking to your digital art versus the real world.
Definitely.
Dial It. Okay, wow. So we have our final Sweet 16. Into the Sweet 16, we have Watch the Throne versus Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. It's pretty easy for me.
Yeah, for me, Lauryn Hill. I was trying to not even let Watch the Throne make it to Sweet 16.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true.
So
I would agree.
yeah, I think Miseducation,
Yeah,
at least for the moment, is still a major player in this
it
bracket.
is.
So we have a battle of Young Thug, Jeffrey versus Slime Season 3.
I think for me, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey's better. I mean, this is great, but I think it might be digital art. I think it is digital,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Jeffrey's just iconic. So Jeffrey moves on. Next up, we have Abbey Road versus Astro World. This is a matchup right here. I love Astro World. I love everything going on. We have
And it, like, both of them are classic album covers. Like, people
Yeah.
know them. But with Astro World, that was a harder picture to capture compared to Abbey Road.
yeah. I mean, but I don't hold that against the Beatles because, like, in
Yeah.
that day and age, I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie, I've spent way more time with the music in Astro World, so I don't know how well Abbey Road fits the music. I know
I think
Astro
I've
World.
listened to more of Abbey Road than Astro World. But
I know Astro World music is perfect for the album cover.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Astro World. It's close,
I think at the end of the day, this is just which essentially genre you prefer, because I think both of them, the album cover fits the music perfectly, and I think these two are perfect for what they're trying to do. But
Because for me, I prefer the Beatles genre, but I prefer the Astro World picture. I think.
And you vote, and I'll be the deciding vote. Or if you, I don't know, you're going Astro World though?
Yeah.
Astro World,
Oh shoot! You took it out of my hands.
Astro
I
World.
was 50-50. Wow. I'm glad you guys took it out of my hands. Wow.
I'm not happy about it.
All right. Well, we did it. We got to move on. Stankonia versus Acid Rap. I mean, I think every album in this Sweet 16 is like a great album cover.
Mm-hmm.
Stink on you.
Yeah, I think so too. Because
I love Acid Rap.
yeah, but it's also like I don't know if that's a.
He's more about the digital. I think. I don't care.
I think it's cool. It's kind of blurry right there. But
I love that Scott. I mean, Stankonia's great.
Stink on you.
yes,
And there's no I don't like the lettering, so I'll go Stankonia.
I mean, I can't pick anything I would change about Stankonia
Yeah.
as an album cover.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, I'll go Stankonia. All right, next up, I think we're on the other side of the bracket now. We have "Wish You Were Here" by Pink Floyd versus Currents.
Currents.
I think "Wish You Were Here" has fought two hard battles,
yeah.
and Currents is a
Yeah.
buzzsaw right now.
Yeah.
All right, next up, "Forever Story" versus "Graduation."
I think for me, like Graduation, we were talking about, it's a classic. The art is cool, but for me, like I think there's too much color. But I just like how simple, but also there's still color in Forever Story. I think I'm going Forever Story.
Forever Story is, I think, one of the best color graded albums you've seen, because every detail is shown, but it doesn't take away from the other different scenes in the album cover.
Yeah.
So are you both going "Forever Story"?
But I still have to go Graduation.
Oh shoot!
I still have to go
It's down to
Graduation.
me. I'm just gonna take the music aside. Oh, I love Graduation. I love Forever Story. I mean, I'm going with Graduation. We already kicked out one of the background of Graduation reminds me a lot of Acid Rap
Mm-hmm.
and Man on the Moon 3 with
Mhm.
that color scheme, and we've already lost both of those, so we got to
Okay.
keep some.
Okay.
And I've spent more time with Graduation.
Yeah.
So I'm going Graduation. Okay. 50 Cent versus Billy.
50
I think Billy is only here just because they had a lucky bracket.
An easy road,
I
yeah.
mean, this is like not even close.
Yeah, we don't even have to talk about it anymore. Last matchup of Sweet 16, Awaken My Love versus Die Lit.
I think for me, it's Die Lit. Because I like Awaken My Love, but I don't know. I just shoot Die Lit.
Both perfectly fit. At this point, but everything perfectly fits the music.
Die Lit is a nod to an old punk album.
Is it?
It is, and it's interesting because Cardi is almost like in the punk genre.
But not with this
right?
album. But yes.
And I think,
Both are nods.
And
Because we have Funkadelic and then the...
yeah.
I
so-
also know earlier I was talking about how I like the ones with color more, but this one, just the black and white, I think I like that a lot.
You two vote, I'll be the deciding
All
vote
right.
again.
I'm Die Lit.
I'm Awaken My Love.
Ah, I wanted you to make the decision for me. Awaken My Love.
Wow.
Gotta keep it.
Yeah.
Okay, we are into the Elite Eight, y'all. We have some of the best album covers of all time right here. To go to the Final Four, Miseducation of Lauryn Hill versus Jeffrey.
I like Jeffrey, but I think the Miseducation. Is just
I'm
such
going
a good one.
Miseducation too.
Miseducation.
I think it's so like Jeffrey. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. We have someone writing on the desk. The Miseducation.
Mm-hmm.
Lauryn Hill's face, like it's perfect fit right there.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Young Doug. Astro World versus Stankonia.
I think Astro World.
Astro World's had the toughest run right here. Every matchup with Astro World has been.
I think Stankonia is probably my favorite album cover here.
Really?
Just because
Wow.
think how many people have done it over and over. I mean, even Search Party ourselves, in one of our first ever posts, we did a recreation of something similar. And I think it just shows that when you think of iconic pictures in music, this is on that Mount
Yeah.
Rushmore.
But also, like, they weren't the first to do it.
I think they might be.
Because I think there's, like, not as well known, but, like, Bruce Springsteen had.
But that was different. This is like I'm saying like the two people or someone standing in front of a different colored American flag.
Yeah.
I mean, Springsteen had with I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I think maybe in like 10, 20 years, we could say Astro World, but right now, the fact that we're even debating which one is better when Stankonia is so much earlier and has stood the test of time shows that it is the better.
So am I the deciding vote again?
I think so.
You think so? It's up to me.
Stankonia.
Astro World's moving on. Sorry, Liam. Sorry, Outcasts. That was the first ever vinyl I've ever got. It has a sweet spot in my heart. Okay.
It feels biased and I don't like it.
Other side of the
Feels biased
bracket.
and I don't like it.
Currents versus Graduation.
Currents. For me.
Currents.
Okay.
Currents.
Wait. Wait a minute. What is Currents?
It's a sound wave, I'm pretty sure.
It doesn't. Does it matter?
I mean,
Does it matter?
Just,
What
like,
is
the
graduation?
colors.
awesome.
I think Graduation is getting close to a little too much color for me, but then Currents, I just like.
It's Murakami, bro.
If you hear currents, this is where your mind goes.
I've
to.
heard Currents, bro.
It's that soundscape. It's like ethereal, and
That's a great word. That's a high level word right there.
Currents album cover. As far as someone who prefers a real album cover, if you're gonna do digital art, these are the two best right here. But Currents has to be that number.
You know what this video feels like to me?
Mhm.
That meme of the three white kids in the podcast
Oh, yeah.
debating which is the better trap album. So you both are going Currents, so I'm out of the equation.
What would you have voted?
I would have gone Kanye West. Graduation. 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying versus Awaken My Love.
For me, I'm going 50 Cent.
I think 50 Cent is an unstoppable force right now.
Yeah. Like, music-wise, I probably like the Childish Gambino better.
I think
But for album cover, I think definitely 50 Cent.
I think this is just a sick album cover. I love the red in the background. I mean, he's wearing Gucci. He's got that Gucci on, bro.
I think same thing as Quinn. If I was gonna listen to one, I would pick "Awaken My Love," and that just shows the fact that I'm gonna pick "Get Rich or Die Trying." How much stronger of an album cover it is over my own biases and love for that.
This is a cool matchup, though, like stylistically, because you see the blue versus the red.
Mhm.
And I think that's sick, but it looks like we're going 50. We are in the final four, ladies and gentlemen. A star-studded Final Four. Reminds me of this year, March Madness. All one seats. All one seats.
Wow.
We have the Miseducation versus Astro World.
I'm going to be honest here. I think our next matchup, those two beat both of these here in this bracket.
Well, good thing we have a majority vote.
I am fans of both of these.
Yeah.
I mean, these are all amazing.
I think when it comes down to it, I know I was talking a lot about how much I like Astroworld, but I don't know. I just feel like it's for an album cover, like compared to, there's a lot going on there compared to how simple but also meaningful the Lauryn Hill is. I think I'm going Lauryn Hill.
I'm going Lauryn Hill.
Travis, you've been outranked. I'm sorry, brother. I would have gone Astro World.
We had to stop your bias.
You had to stop me. I
You
understand
had to
it.
stop.
Currents versus Get Rich or Die Trying. I'm gonna get my vote out the way. I want to be on the board here. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Quinn?
I don't know, because earlier every round I didn't have to think to put Currents, but get Rich or Die Trying. That's such a good one.
I just love the details. I love that it's around the cross chain. It's almost like, protected by God.
Mm-hmm.
Divine intervention. And 50 looks majestic in this, man. We gotta call how it is, man. He got the sleeve looking all shiny and stuff. He's mogging the camera. We gotta look at every detail in the Final Four. This is for a national championship appearance.
All right, bro. All right.
But then Currents, I also, like, for 50 Cent, the words are kind of big and, like, I feel like they take away from the picture a little bit for me, but for Currents, they're just up there small and they match with the color scheme.
So you're going Currents?
I think I'm going Currents.
And I got 50. All up to you, Liam.
Listen, I said at the beginning of the video, at the end of the day, if you have two perfect 10s, you got to think about the effort that was put into one.
I think
The physicality, and 50 Cent wins.
Yeah,
50
I mean,
Cent
I'm not
wins.
gonna lie. This is before the age of AI, but Currents could be an AI generated album. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the cover. It's not. But like, this is a picture that you had to make.
That's true. That's true.
So it looks like our final. We have a national championship game here. We have Miseducation versus 50 Cent.
I think
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Like, I think 50 Cent deserves to be here more than Miseducation will.
I think that had Lauryn Hill gone against Currents, I would have picked Currents over. And that just shows process of elimination. I
Yeah.
feel 50 Cent.
Yeah, I know I voted against 50 Cent, but I think in this comparison,
I think the the other side of the bracket was a tougher road.
Absolutely.
I think 50 Cent had to go through some bangers on the way.
Absolutely.
So 50 Cent is our winner, it looks like.
I mean, Lauryn Hill had to get through, like, Donda and I Am Music.
I think it was Donda first round.
That was, I mean,
Yeah.
just the freebies, whereas 50 Cent went through and was a buzzsaw against some amazing albums. So.
Get Rich or Die Trying is what we picked as the best album cover in this bracket. Let us know if you agree in the comments below with all our picks. I know we had some controversial takes.
But
DJ Cal is going to be all up in the comments talking about the mysterious stuff. But we had to do what we had to do. Let us know again in the comments, and I'll put the link in the description to their YouTube channel for their band.
That's
and then
right.
I'll put if you guys want to fill out the bracket yourselves, I made a PDF of it. I'll put that in the description as well. Anything to say to the viewers before we sign off?
you know, I think at the end of the day, I was outvoted, but in our final choice, I'm happy with it. And I think even if you had different opinions, that 50 Cents had to be up there as one of your best ones, no matter who you are.
Yeah, and I didn't go into it thinking that was going to be our winner.
I didn't.
But I mean, you know, you got some tough votes. Your favorite gets outvoted. 50 Cent stands strong. You know, he got shot 9 times. Didn't matter.
That's right, many men.
Anything to say, Quinn, before we sign off?
Because as we kept going, like at first, you only looked at the album covers a little bit, but as we kept going, we kept noticing the details
Yeah,
more
exactly.
and more.
We had to start nitpicking once it got to like heavy hitter versus heavy hitter. But if you like the video, please like and drop a comment and subscribe, please. And I will see y'all on the next video.
Peace.
They know the outro.
I just wanna ball, mama, I just want it all. I don't care about the law.